Hi, Tara. Welcome to this reading for ZW. ZW wants to know, hi there, hello. Really love the way you're putting people's questions and your answers on YouTube. Well, thank you. You have an amazing way of making learning to read so much easier. For my reading, I would like to know, my boyfriend, a Capricorn of a year and a half, broke up with me, Taurus, about a week and a half ago. It shook up my whole world, and I even had to move. What does my future hold regarding my love life? My business has also not been doing well for the past 2 years. Will my career life improve? So let's take both of these into account and clean up this mess that we have on the table of all my games. And we drew some cards for you from whatever this deck is. I have no idea what this deck is. Giovanni Castelli. So we have that. I know a lot of people won't like it because you can tell it's reversed, but I like it. It looks kind of cute. It's a cute deck. As well as they have sort of redone the suits, and now you have the Lady of Stones, you have the Master of Stones, the Ten of Vessels. You have two masters and a lady in the spread that I pulled, which indicates to me that this is something of an important relationship. It's a relationship that you'll be coming back to. It's a relationship that is not quite over, it seems, because you have a lot of major cards here. You have Master, you have this 10 of Cups, which is huge. You have the 4 of Lances, obviously he's walking around sort of alone, trying to find something else. And then you have this Master of Lances as well, so I guess it's sort of a King of Wands. So the Master of Lances has this blood dripping off the lance. We'll discuss that in a minute. It's kind of odd, but he's upside down. Let's talk about the first card. The first card is a Lady of Stone. So this is sort of the position that you were left in, right? That you had just sort of a big open area, a big gap in your, not really your soul, but in your relationships, a big gap in your heart when that had to end. So it's something that was sort of important to you. How long were you in the relationship again? This is something that was sort of important to you. It says boyfriend of a year and a half. I mean, that's a fairly significant relationship. I don't think it's over either. I think either he's coming back or you're going back or something like that. But I realized you had to move, and that's sort of a drain on the emotions as well. So it puts a dent in the future relationships. But I don't think the relationship's quite done. So Lady of Stones, a pretty important card. She's there, she's working, trying to get her mind off the big open gap, emptiness that she has around her. So you see this huge gap in between her and the ceiling. It's sort of this, mindfulness, trying to keep busy, to forget it, and things like that. So I know I have a lot of questions. So you emailed me like 20 days, no, not 20 days ago, probably like 2 weeks ago. So, it just seems that it left a gap in your life. It seems that there's this tall structure, a lot of space in here to where that you wanted someone with you, you needed someone's attention. Just it's nice to have someone there to bounce ideas off of, to have someone there to help you when you're down or cheer you up when you're down. And, you can cheer them up as well, have some help around the house and things like that. So it's always nice to have somebody there. And it seems like that you're now focused on work, which was your second question, and you can see her working as well, trying to forget and keep her mind busy and keep her hands not idle so that she can move on with her life and try to fill that gap with something else, with work, and try not to notice it. So now you have the Master of Lances, which is pretty much what he did, essentially, just sort of the stab in the heart and then the blood coming out of it type thing. The blood dripping is kind of morbid, but yeah, whatever. But that's upside down, meaning, the actions taken, he did the breakup, everything is over, and I think he broke up because he found someone else, and he thinks the grass is greener over on the other side with this other person. So I don't think that's true. I think that other person has something else in mind, and they're not going to quite work out as well as you had worked out. And again, I think he's coming back. So he does have some regret, or he will have some regret soon that all of that happened. And again, it just seems like he's coming back. So now we have the Four of Lances. Pretty much a Four of Wands is pretty traditionally a home card, meaning the home will come back. It will come back to, not only will he want to live with you again, but he want a relationship. He want a more serious relationship. Year and a half, he's still your boyfriend. Seems like he's going to want to go a little further in this. Again, it just seems like he thought something else would happen. He thought somebody else would make him happier. He thought some other situation would be better than the situation that he was in. So he had this illusion that the grass was indeed greener on the other side. And I think eventually he'll find out that it's not. But you do have a lot of alone cards in the set. You have the Four of Lances. He's sort of looking around and he sees all these people sort of partying and moving around and all this. He's by himself just sort of watching it, trying to maintain a stability by holding onto the cane. So again, we have the aloneness that you felt. We have the post-stab reaction that he felt. I think that he regretted it, something that he really wanted to do based upon a lot of information that he had that wasn't quite real, or a lot of it was in his head. So now he's sort of looking back. He's looking out into the future, and he doesn't see much of a future with the person that he thought he was going to have a relationship with, or the objects that he thought was going to make him happy. So turns out you're most likely the person that's going to make him happy. So we have the Ten of Vessels with the traditional Ten of Cups, which Nine of Cups in thought language is the best card in the deck. And the 10 sort of rounds that out and calms it a little bit. Maybe the 10 is not the best card. Maybe the 10, is a little bit, is great, but it's not the best as the 9 was. So we have the 10, it's sort of a conclusion of the emotions. It's sort of something to where emotions will get rounded out and everything will work out better than expected. So it looks like that everything's going to work out with the emotions. Ten of Cups, again, great card, a great conclusion to this to the suit, and it's something that you're going to be happy with, and a resolution is coming to where you're going to have a better relationship. And again, I think he's coming back. Whether or not you want to embrace him or not, that's fine, but definitely coming back. But overall, it seems like your emotional stability is going to settle down. You're going to get a bit more stability as well as that. So now we have the Master of Stones upside down. So I never really think that the relationship is going to work out long term. I think it's going to be rocky. It's going to go back and forth. I think there's going to be a lot of conflict within that. So again, I think that you're going to be emotionally satisfied. I think it's going to work out. But as far as the relationship with him goes, he will be coming back. And when he comes back, if you want to try it out, it's still going to be a reach. It's still not going to work out. The Master of Stones, it's still not going to be perfect. It's not going to be this wonderful soulmate love that you're going to be happy ever after. It's just not going to work out that way. Sorry, but I mean, he definitely is someone that's important in your life. He's someone that you need to learn from, someone that will make your life grow and make your life better because of the things that he brings. However, for long term, you looked rather young in your picture. Long term, he's not going to be your beautiful soulmate that you need to do all this other stuff from. But he will be coming back. We can say that. I'll do a quick career. I know you asked about the career, and we're running long here, so we'll do a quick 3-card career. Tell you how it's going to work out. Basically, you said, what's the future hold regard? Oh, no. Well, business has not been doing well for the past 2 years. Yeah, seems to you need to look at other options. If your business hasn't been doing well, I mean, you do have almost this theft. It seems like there's money leaving from the business. Seems like it's not on stable ground. You almost have too much competition. You have a lot of competition. You have a lot of things that you're doing that is just not working out. The ship of Solomon, again, It doesn't seem like this business is working out. Well, you did say that not been doing well for the past 2 years. Well, I don't know what your business is, but it definitely has so much competition that it's sort of stifling you and putting a barrier between you and the profits that you could make. It seems like you either need to alter the product or alter your business a little bit so that you stand out from the competition versus being exactly the same as the competition. But it seems like you're not getting the attention that you need to do that, and it seems like a little alteration or a little tweak of the product, a little tweak of your business to make it stand out above the competition would be beneficial for you. Basically, right now it looks like it's a money sink. So I don't know. It just looks like it's a money sink at this point. So you may want to try to minimize your losses, minimize how much money you're putting into it. It seems that that it's gonna be a little bit of a challenge over a long period of time, but it will get better. It just seems like that you need to tweak it. So you need to tweak it to get away from the competition. We have money leaving. We have some great competition. We have a barrier between you and the success. And it seems like the success being stopped again. I hate to repeat myself and do that all the time, but you have to stand out. You have to find a way to stand out amongst your competition. It could be to tweak your product a little more. It could be to get on social networking and to make your product stand out. Maybe get on the computer, make your product look a little nicer. Just small tweaks over time to differentiate yourself from the competition. It's going to do you good. That's basically my 2 cents on the business losing money for 2 years. And that's my reading for ZW. If you like this reading, please hit like and subscribe.